Hello, this is Kevin, or as I'm known on this new YouTube channel, Bro Man. I know, pretty dumb little username I created, but I wanted to make this video. Keep in mind, this video is completely unscripted. I'm using, really shitty mic. This is not really a video, if that makes sense. So there's going to be a lot of stuttering, so please be patient for that. What was I going to say? Alright, so I was making this video because I kind of wanted to give like a little update of what's going on, really, when it comes to the state of this channel and whether or not I am going to be making a return or not, because I guarantee you, a lot of fans who used to watch my content probably have a lot of questions at this point, and I feel as if I should try to answer these questions to the best of my ability. Now, yes, this is Kevin, right? So, I really don't know where to start, but anyways, now, as you can see from the title of this video, the title of the video is possible full-on return question mark. The reason why I say full on is because will this be a super duper amazing return where I start uploading content frequently again? Truth be told, I don't know. Right? I just recently started college about a week ago, and it's my third year, and obviously that is way more important. And at the moment right now, I'm actually trying to find a good internship, so I can continue on building my future essentially. And that's honestly even more important because let me give you guys a piece of advice for those of you guys who are entering college, or who are already in college. It's not about the grades you make, it's about the hands you shake. Good little advice for you guys. So that's basically what I've been up to recently in life. Trying to get through college, trying to get my life on track. And with the little free time I have, well, I shouldn't say little free time. Right now I'm actually not really that busy, thank God. But with the free time I do have, I've really just been playing Smash Ultimate, and been hanging out with family and stuff, and been hanging out with friends. Just trying to just trying to enjoy life as well as I could. So, that's basically what I've been up to in life, and I want to make like an explanation should be made on why I left YouTube in the first place. And sorry, it's really late at night, and again, this is completely unscripted, so I'm just going off the cuff here. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so one of the reasons why I want to, well, I was gonna explain why I left YouTube. God dang, I don't know why I can't speak right now, but the reason why I left YouTube, I think a lot of you guys know this. I'm gonna try to make this video not too long, but the main reason why I left YouTube was mainly because I left YouTube around a year ago at this point. I haven't really uploaded a video for around a year, unless you count that fucking commentary community troll video that I made just as a joke. But people actually took it seriously, which was pretty funny, but whatever. I mean, that's just the typical commentary community for you. I mean, what do you expect from them? But I haven't really made an actual video in like a year. And the main reason for this is because YouTube, I mean, the simple fact of the matter is YouTube during that time was just not appealing to me anymore, right? Like it was just not fun going on YouTube anymore. It was just not fun going on the internet and just picking feuds with people, getting into feuds with people. Um, I mean, even if the person that I was getting into a feud with was an idiot and deserved it, it was just not worth it anymore. And it was just kind of like, you know, I would constantly go online and make fun of these people for having no lives, right? And lives, right? And for the record, a lot of them still don't. For the record, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I was a douchebag to these people. Oh no, no. Look, a lot of the people that I've made videos on, I guarantee you, they're probably still on the internet whining about the same stupid, pointless garbage, right? Not actually moving on with their lives or doing anything important, right? Um, However, during that time when I was making videos, during the end of the little life cycle, it was kind of like, a light bulb has hit my head, if that makes sense. I don't know. I can't speak. I don't know why. But essentially, it was like an enlightening thing where it was like, you know, is it really much better for me to go on the internet and constantly, get into feuds with people, even if it is? That's also just a waste of a life. That's a waste of time. You could be doing something better with your life. And I thought about this for a long time during the time where I was thinking about leaving. And, it was just kind of like it made sense to me because during that time, it was honestly just starting to get really cringy. And, like, I didn't really want to go down that path of just getting into really cringy feuds. Um, and that's the reason why I left, and that's the main reason why I deleted the channel. I wanted to essentially move on from YouTube for, well, at that time I wanted it to be permanent, but I guess it is temporary. Haha, I'm waiting for the eventual, haha. Megadupe said he leaves. He returns after here after like a year, but he eventually returns. What a shocker! What a surprise! I get it, guys. Whatever. Um, but yeah, like you guys know what I'm trying to say. Like around a year ago, I kind of just wanted to get off of YouTube and just kind of focus on stuff that was actually important. Um, getting into feuds with people that just is not important. And it was just kind of like, it was just kind of like, it really, I don't know why I can't speak, but it was just kind of like, if I just kept doing this garbage on the internet, it was just not really gonna get me anywhere in life, other than just, waste my time essentially. And that was kind of essentially the main reason why I left this, YouTube at the time, right? And another reason why I left YouTube at the time, me, besides me just wanting to move on with my life and actually do some stuff that's important, because at the end of the day, YouTube was never this important big thing in my life, and I wanted to keep it that way. Another reason why I left was simply just due to the fact that I was honestly just getting sick and tired of YouTube's garbage at the time, right? YouTube's BS, if that makes sense. Where my videos would just constantly get false flagged, and it was just kind of like, why even bother at that point? When you upload a video, like a video where it's already a waste of my time and already just, I'm already wasting my life doing this. I shouldn't be doing this, and boom, it just gets false flag from people who can't handle it, and YouTube just allows it to happen. Um, and that was just another reason that was like, yeah, why even do this? Why even go on YouTube and bother with this garbage? Like if you're just gonna make a video and it gets false flag for people who can't handle critiques, then what's the point? And another reason why I left YouTube, and I'm just gonna be honest here, was due to my fans, man. Like, look, I like my fans, right? I'm not gonna sit here and trash my fan base who watched my original content, um, or my original content from way before, like all the way back in like literally like 2013 up until um, when I left, which was around a year ago, so around 2018 at this point. So I'm not gonna trash. Look, if you were ever a fan of mine, that was really cool and stuff. But during that time, a lot of my fans under my name would start doing some really things on the internet, really cringy things that I would make fun of, honestly. And honestly, I was just kind of sick of that. Like I would just be like, I would roll my eyes, and I'm like, okay, I get that you're a fan and all, but like, can you actually not be stupid? Can you not actually go on the internet and literally do stuff that honestly makes you more cringy than the people I talk about? Because honestly, just it literally just makes me roll my eyes, you know. And it's like I don't understand why people do this stuff, man. And it just doesn't make sense to me. It really didn't. You know, so you guys, I guess, you guys get the basic gist of on why I left, right? And why I deleted the channel. It's essentially just to move on, do some better things with my life, and just not have to worry about the internet. You know, there's no reason to worry about the internet. And I remember watching a video from a YouTuber called That's Doable. Pretty good channel. He hasn't uploaded a video in about a year. Um, and he said something that was really good, and I don't feel like getting the clip into the video. I'll leave a link in the description below if you guys want to watch the video where I got this quote from. Um, but it's a really good quote that honestly summarizes just how I feel about this, if that makes sense. Where he was talking about the whole thing that happened with the Sons of Kojima, you know, and his basic response to that whole thing was, you know, this is the sign of somebody whose life outside of YouTube is so mundane and uneventful and pointless and boring that when he gets on the internet, that is essentially his life. You know, and I don't want to be like that. You know, I don't want to be like that to where this internet garbage is my life. You know, I actually want to do stuff outside of, you know, in my real life that is actually beneficial to me as a person, actually beneficial to me, to my mental state, and just generally speaking, beneficial as a whole, right? And that's the main reason, you know, and I guess you guys can understand that's basically the main reason why I left. All right, so I've talked about why I've left YouTube, and now I want to talk about why I made the content I did, and because I feel as if that also kind of deserves a little explanation. So, if you guys remember the content that I made, it was essentially videos where I would go after specific fan bases on the internet as well as specific communities on the internet and mock them and ridicule them while at the same time giving some critiques on why I think their communities are really, really, really dumb. Sometimes I would go after just one YouTuber, but generally speaking, it was me going after a specific community and talking about why this community is problematic on YouTube. And by problematic, I don't mean actually problematic. I just mean like just just has problems and is cringy if that makes sense. And sometimes I would just go after one user, and in some instances, I would use that user as an example on why said community is stupid, if that makes sense. Like what I did with the whole Speechy feud that I had, and the whole Pentagon feud that I had, where I used Pentagon as an example of why the deviant art community is dumb on YouTube, and why I used the whole Speechy as an example on why I can't stand the Storytime animation community on this website. It's really funny in retrospect that I made those videos, consider the fact that both of those communities are essentially dead now. Like, I don't really see any people talking about those communities anymore. But you guys get my point. So the main reason why I made those types of videos was because, you know, it was, first of all, it was entertaining. It was just kind of entertaining just to go on the internet and criticize communities that do and say really stupid stuff, right? But also in the case of certain communities, it just felt kind of like, if that makes it felt kind of necessary. More specifically with like the cartoon community on the internet. Um, I haven't been paying attention to what the cartoon community has been doing recently. Apparently, they've become a lot bigger on this website. Again, I'm not too sure. I haven't really been paying attention. But when I was making videos, the cartoon community was an absolute train wreck. It was absolute garbage. You know, it was people who would make reviews, really oversensitive reviews on cartoons, and they would have no idea what they're talking about. And then you would also have people who would just overreact to everything in terms of cartoons, you know. Um, I mean, I don't know if this is still the case. I hope not. But when I was making videos, I mean, there was a whole Teen Titans Go hatred, and there was the Teen Titans fandom as a whole that was just really cringy. There was Phantom Strider making really, really just bad reviews, and I felt it was just kind of in those communities specifically. I felt it was kind of not necessary. I mean, I know that's a really dumb way of describing it, but you know, it just kind of felt necessary. When you have people making really bad reviews, you gotta respond to those reviews and showcase why these reviews are bad or why their points on something as pointless and as childish as children's cartoons, these points are bad. And that's the main reason why I went after those communities. I felt as if those communities, like, they really were just an echo chamber on the internet, where you didn't really have much people going after them, and whenever they would be targeted, like the cartoon community, it would be people literally regurgitating the same opinion without any actual like variation on why this community is bad. And that's essentially why I made those videos. Uh and I genuinely felt as if I was making content that was just kind of cool, like, if that makes sense. Content that was just kind of like um that did a good job of critiquing these communities. Um so that's essentially kind of like why I made those videos. The final thing I want to talk about, this video is already reaching 18 minutes. Again, sorry for it being unscripted, my bad. But the final thing I kind of want to talk about is the future of this channel. So, will I be making super amazing amounts of content as I used to? I genuinely don't know at this point. Again, it really all depends on my free time. And again, during the free time I have, I'd rather be using that to spend playing something like Smash Brothers, which, by the way, guys, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate has basically been the only video game I've been playing for like ever since it came out. At this point, it's a really, really fun, really just Smash Brothers is a really fun game. Okay, um, just solid, fun stuff all around. But yeah, with the free time I'm making, a community or another person or another video, if that makes sense. If I find that they're saying something really, really wrong or just something really dumb, I could eventually make a video criticizing that, right? Whether it be a community or a specific YouTuber online. However, it's not going to be the focus of this channel, and that makes sense. I kind of want to make this channel more gaming related and also kind of more history related. I'm a huge fan of these history channels on YouTube. Channels like Oversimplified, History Matters are very solid channels, very informative, very entertaining as well. I recommend you guys go check out those channels. And I kind of want to do what they're doing a little bit because history is a very, very interesting topic to me, and it's something I really enjoy talking about. And gaming as a whole, I do kind of want to talk about stuff, that kind of that I think needs to be criticized when it comes to gaming. Again, does this mean that if I start making videos more frequently, that I'll never ever make a video on like the cartoon community or a reviewer or anything like that? No, it's just not going to be as organized. I don't think there's ever going to be like a review revival or something like that, or a fandom's freaking suck revival. It's just going to be like a individual video where I go apart, and not be as cringy as I was, to be honest with you, because I'm not gonna lie, when I was doing the whole trolling thing, it was just getting really annoying being as edgy and as and as like toxic as possible, to be honest with you. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to be like a moral guy and be like a moral fag and be like, oh, you know, how dare I be like, be like a troll on the internet, like how dare I. No, no, I'm not trying to play the moral high ground. What I am saying is it just got annoying, and to be honest with you, it kind of still is annoying to me, and it's something that I don't really want to do anymore. um where if I ever do want to critique a person, I feel as if I should be more, not really constructive. I still have no issue, insulting a guy or throwing a few insults here and there, but not as edgy, if that makes sense. A lot more reserved. And that's what I feel as if this channel is going to be in the near future. More reserved, but still critical, if that makes sense. But just not, and definitely more moderate. Something that I'm not going to take as seriously as I did before, even though I didn't really take the whole Professor Katoon's Megaduke thing seriously. And, hence the new username, Bro Man. Get it? It's like you're a bro. I'm sorry, I'm done. But who knows? Again, near future, I have no idea what's going to go on in the future. The future is unknown to me. All right, it's unknown to every human being. So I don't know what's going to happen really. I'm just want to make this video because I'm essentially back on YouTube, at least when it comes to commenting and watching other people's videos, and I'll be making a few videos here and there. But again, is it a possible, already like 23 minutes long. Thank you guys for listening, or 22 minutes long. I don't know, my timer is being stupid. But thank you guys for watching, listening to this. This is a very, very this was very good on me. I'm just gonna I can't even speak anymore, but I'm just gonna say thank you for watching this. All right, I really appreciate it. And until I make my next video, people, this is Bro Man signing off. I mean, I don't know how to end this. But thank you guys for watching, and I really do appreciate it. You guys have a good night. All right.